Hi guys, welcome to another Caldwell Media Arts Weebly tutorial video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a couple of common rendering errors with images and text blocks in Weebly. So these are actually errors that I personally have dealt with. I'm going to show you how to fix them on my portfolio page, and hopefully through my trial and error, you won't have to worry about making these mistakes, or if you do, you'll know how to fix them. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is how everything looks on the dashboard. So I have created my portfolio page. I have images and text that are in a grid here. It looks pretty slick and how I want it to look from the dashboard. So I would probably publish this page thinking everything's great, there are no issues. But if I head on over to the live version of my site and scroll down, we're going to find an error. So everything looks great until we get down here and up. These are not supposed to look like this. This text is supposed to sit underneath these images and maintain that grid formation. So I'm going to show you why that is rendering that way on the live site. So let's scroll down to that section. All right, and as you can see here in the dashboard, it looks pretty normal. It doesn't look like it should be an issue. But if you see when I scroll over this, how the container area, actually I just fixed it right there. You can see how the container area, pardon me, while we are loading here, I got a little happy with my trigger finger. You can see this section here, how it's highlighting both the image and the text together. That means that when I was adding the text here to the image, I grouped these elements together. And so as far as Weebly is concerned, when it renders it, it's going to text wrap it. And I don't want it to do that. So basically you can see here where I got a little happy with my mouse. I've actually already fixed this, oddly enough. What we want to see is the image and the text highlighted separately. So we've got our two columns here separated by the column bar, and then the elements showing up separately when they're highlighted. So all I have to do this is click on the image, drag it upwards until I see the blue bar across the top, and drop it. It's going to load. All right, and now you see that I've separated them. I've successfully separated the elements, and now I just need to put the image back on top where I want it to be. If I hit publish, we should be able to head over to the live site and everything will be rendering just how we want it. So over on the live site, I'm going to refresh the page. And now you can see those are rendering properly. You can see just by me explaining how to fix that, how easy it is to accidentally click on things and move it around in Weebly. It's a super helpful feature because it is so easy to move things around. But if you're trying to go really quickly with things, you can sometimes drag things around in a way that you're not expecting. The important thing to remember is that you've got two separate elements at play here. You've got your column sections, and then you've got your individual element blocks. So I want these images to be side by side in a two-column layout. So I need to make sure that that blue column bar goes all the way from the top of the image to the bottom of the text that I want grouped together in that column. The next issue, error issue that I'm going to show you is actually relative to this. So let's scroll on up to that section. All right, now the error that we're going to see here is one that primarily you're going to see from a mobile view, because what mobile has to do is take all of the information on this page and then optimize it for a smaller viewing window. So what it does essentially is stack elements, and the way that elements are grouped in columns will determine how they stack in mobile. That might sound a little complicated, but when we take a look at mobile here, I'm sure you're going to see what I'm talking about. So we scroll down, we see that the elements have already started stacking correctly so far until we get to here, and we see that the images are all stacked on top of each other, separate from their corresponding titles. So I'm going to show you why that's happening and how to fix it. We'll go back to the desktop view, scroll down. As soon as this loads, slowly but surely. All right, it looks normal on the dashboard view, but not rendering properly, and we're gonna see why. So take a look at this blue column bar, and you'll notice that it is only going as far as the images. It's not going down all the way to the bottom of the text. What that means is that the images and the texts are not rendering as the same column area. If I scroll down here, you can see that these are separate from one another. And there's a really simple fix to that. I simply need to drag the text up until I see the blue bar at the bottom of the image. This is very important. You want to drop it when the blue bar is beneath the image, not when it is highlighted over the image. If you did that, that would end up grouping these elements together and you would get the same rendering issue that we fixed at the beginning of this video. That's actually how I stumbled upon that being incorrect. So make sure that the blue bar is beneath the image. And now you will see that that text block has been added to the 3-column area contained here with these 3 images. And these have become a new column area, now 2 wide. All right, let me just drag that up there, drag that up here. Oop, I'm going too fast for my internet. Okay, and the last one we'll drag up here. Again, make sure that blue bar is beneath the image, not on top of it, because you don't want to group the elements together. You just want to put them in the same column. And I will hit publish. And we should be good to go. Should be all fixed. You could obviously confirm this on your mobile device, but I like to use the mobile viewer here. Scroll down, and here we go. It is all fixed. All right, I hope this was helpful to you and that it will hopefully, that my mistakes will be a learning opportunity for you so that you don't repeat them. And if you do, you know how to fix them.